is going on, my YouTube familia? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'll be talking about several things that have helped me. Dang, I can't even speak today. That have helped me throughout my journey with prostatitis. As many of you guys know, I was diagnosed with prostatitis in the summer of last year. But obviously, prior to that, I have been having symptoms for about 6 months. Which eventually led to me getting diagnosed with prostatitis, in the summer of last year. So I do want to talk about some things that have helped me, some of the things that I've tried. And these are some things that I actually learned through you guys, through my, YouTube section. So I really want to say thank you to you guys because, this is, has helped me, in the process of dealing with all these prostatitis issues and stuff. And, at such a young, early age, kind of sucks, but you live and you learn. I know I'm not the only one out there that's suffering from it, and to be honest, my prostatitis video is it's my most successful video that I have on YouTube. So I can see that a lot of men are suffering from it. So in today's video, I'm gonna bring some things that have helped me so far. Again, it's only been a year of me going through trials and tribulations to see what works and what doesn't. So hopefully some of these things help you. And if they don't help you, then hopefully you can keep searching, keep learning, keep growing from things, and keep doing your research, man. It's important to always stay on top of things and to never give up and always trying to find solutions and learning as much as you can. So let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing that I wanted to talk about was one of the major things that helped me because I had bacterial prostatitis was medication, right? This is not something new to probably all of you guys, but it is something that did help me a lot because I had bacterial prostatitis. Within the first, I would say 5 days to a week, my symptoms was much better when it came to my prostatitis issues. And the thing with the medication is, though, in my case, I have a hard time swallowing pills. So when I got prescribed the medication, I went back to the nurse. I called the nurse or whoever's in charge of answering the phone. I was like, hey, listen, is there any way that you can prescribe me some medication that's liquid, like liquid version? And she said, yeah, they could do that. They have in the liquid version. So I was like, okay, perfect. So that's what I was taking for the first 21 days. The thing I did not know, though, that the pills are actually more effective than the liquid version. So I found that out through my urologist afterwards, because he was like, I told him, I was like, hey, can I get the medication? Because I got the medication for 21 days at first, and then I went back to the urologist, and then I got prescribed again for another 10 days. I went back to him again, I got prescribed another 10 days, right? So after my 21 days of taking, just the liquid version of the medication, I went back to him and I was like, hey, can I get, again, when he prescribed me again the medication, I was like, hey, can you give me the liquid version? He's like, liquid version? I was like, that's not as effective as the actual pill. And I was like, wait, what? And I was like, man, in my mind, I'm like, wait, so I could have been better, faster, and maybe, even feeling better if I would have just taken the pill, but I had no idea, right? So this is something that maybe you guys don't know, but just to keep that in mind. And the reason I do take, I was taking the liquid version is because I do suffer from a lot of gastro issues, and this is what my channel is basically based on as well. So hopefully you guys can learn something from that and stick to the pill version. I asked the doctor if I could be able to break it down and just break it down into a couple pieces to see if the effects would still be the same. And he was like, yeah, that's okay, you can do that. So I went with that, and the medication was great. It's probably one of the things that have helped me the most with my prostatitis issue. And it was a blessing at that point in my life, because I was lost, and I know some of you guys are there right now, and some of you guys have been there, but keep pushing and keep striving with that. Now, another thing that did help me, I'm gonna read it off my little sticky notes real quick. You guys told me to try something called saw Palmetto. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, Palmetto, whatever that is. I went to my chiropractor. You know, he practices, you know, just very natural health and you know, kinesiology and all of that. I just went to him and I talked to my chiropractor and I was like, hey, you know, I'm suffering from all these issues, and you know, I got the my prostatitis issues. I kind of updated him on things and all that stuff. He was like, well, you can try some supplements, maybe that can help you. And he recommended me, you know, the Palmetto supplement, which you guys have told me to try, and I was like, yeah, I remember my YouTube channel telling me that I should try it, and I was like, all right, perfect. I was like, bet. Let me buy it. So I bought it from him, and you know, obviously it's all natural, it's all supplements, and that's the reason I went with it. Now the bottle that I received brought Palmetto, Pygeum. This is spelled Pygeum, and also nettle root. I think I'm pronouncing all of those wrong, but you guys can do your research on that. Obviously, talk to your doctor, talk to your professional before taking any of this. As you guys know, I'm not a professional, and I'm not giving you any type of medical advice, but it's something that really helped me. Now, the reason I'm bringing these supplements up is because after I was done with the medication, I had an issue of going to and urinating a lot and very often, and that sucks so much. Like, you know, I couldn't go, you know, on an hour and a half trip or two because I was my bladder felt so full and I had to just go to the restroom. That sucked. Also because I also drink a lot of water throughout the day. So I wasn't really sure that it was just because I drink so much water, or it was just, you know, the constant urination left from, I guess, from my prostatitis issues. So when I started taking these supplements, again, within the first 5 days, I started noticing, like, oh my God, I'm not going to the restroom as much. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night and going to the restroom and having constant urination. So with the Palmetto, tomato, what that helped me with was okay. The reason I'm starting on live is because I have my Invisalign, and this makes me stutter so much. It's crazy. So I can't roll my tongue right. But anyways, that helped me a lot with my urination issues. So it's something that I took for about a month. I took the whole, I think it was 60 little tablets. They're not tablets, or I think they were tablets. They were, or I think I was able to open up. I don't remember. But I took them for about a month, and I'm actually considering taking them again, just so, you know, keep my prostatitis in a better shape, and just, you know, to be in better health. So if I were you guys, I'll look into that. It really helped me a lot. And thanks to you guys for, like, just putting it out there and putting that in my mind. So when I went back to the chiropractor, you know, we were able to put 2 and 2 together, and I bought the supplement, and it made things much better. Another thing that has helped me with my prostatitis issues are stretches. A lot of you guys have heard of, you know, of the pelvic floor stretches. I've done a lot of them, and a lot of them I learned through YouTube. Those help me, but I also do my own stretches throughout the day and even in the morning, that I've learned to do. And some of the stretches that I do that have helped me a lot, I learned them while searching for stretches that were causing me a lot of lower back pain. And you know, those were really helpful. I thought that, you know, keeping those stretches in my routine and sometimes in my daily routine were gonna help me, and they actually do. They actually help me release a lot of stress in my lower back, or, you know, where my butt section's at. And also, I put those together with the pelvic floor stretches that I've learned from YouTube. Sometimes I feel like I need to do them more often than I do. Sometimes I slack because, you know, it's natural. Sometimes you don't want to do that every day or every other day, so it's a struggle. But I feel like if you do it for a certain amount of time, it can help you, and maybe you can see if it makes a difference in your life or it doesn't. To me, stretching has always been important, because I always used to stretch, like, all my diaphragm section. I used to stretch my abdomen section. and just stretches in general because of all the health issues that I've had, and it helps me, I guess, my body relax a little bit more. It helps just, you know, release some stress in my body, so that's really helpful. If I were you guys, I will also look into stretching to see if that helps you. And I think it's been something great for me. I love stretching. I love stretching every night. So that's that. All right, and a fourth thing that has helped me a lot is not being sitting for so long. This sounds very basic, and dang, I'm sweating, but you know, it sounds very basic, but I have a job that I work from home, and I have to sit for, you know, several hours throughout the day to complete my work. But when I started finding out that sitting can cause, you know, issues with your with your prostate, I started mixing it up. So whenever I wake up in the morning, I'll probably sit for like an hour, and then, you know, stand up and put my computer, my laptop somewhere, and then work for about, you know, for like 30 minutes, and then sit down again maybe for an hour and sit up, and then, you know, work for about another 30 minutes, just mixing it up. And then during that time, I will probably, like, you know, implement like a small walk, like a 10 to 15 minute walk. So, you know, those muscles wouldn't just crumble and just, you know, tighten up throughout the day. Is something that has helped me a lot, not just sitting down. I also have a little cushion that I put on my seat to make sure that that my butt is just getting some softness, and something that I can, you know, put something that can just ease the pain from sitting in a regular chair. I am looking into buying another chair that has like a great cushion just for your, you know, for your butt, so my prostate won't feel all that pressure when sitting down. To be honest, I'm not sure if sometimes I think I decreased the amount of hours that I sit per day by like half, by just doing those things. And sometimes, since I work from home and I have my laptop, I even lay down and work while I'm laying down, instead of just sitting, because it's a better option. Obviously standing up, it's the best option, but just switching it up and moving it around is something I would you know, I would really consider if I were you guys, especially if you guys are new to prostatitis. And I implement that through my daily life. And when I'm sitting in a certain place or area, maybe it's not work, maybe it's somewhere else, I try to stand up as much as I can and just stretch those muscles so they won't tighten up and they won't cause any more issues throughout the day. Now, one of the last things that I want to add that I've tried, I'm not sure if it helped me as much with my issues, maybe because, you know, I am feeling much better, but I was told by someone on YouTube to maybe try to fill up a hot tub and get in, you know, hot water and actually stay there. And while you're in the hot water, I don't know why the reason is, but your body, you know, wants to pee when you're in hot water. I mean, someone can explain that to me, that would be great. Because I don't understand that, but they told me to go to the hot tub and pee, and keep peeing in the hot tub while I want. And I mean, I was, you know, when I go into a hot tub, it makes me want to pee like every 30 minutes, and just to keep peeing it out. Apparently that helps with like inflammation or something like that. Now, I'm not sure how effective that was for me, but it feels like, you know, it is kind of nasty, just, you know, being in the hot tub and just, you know, you're basically peeing. You're basically, you know, peeing in the hot tub, and you're peeing while you're in it, so you're basically showering with your own pee. Of course, clean up afterwards, you know, make sure you take a regular shower and just clean up and all that stuff. But it's something that I tried. I'm not sure how much that actually helped me, but I only did it like several times, and then that's it. I feel like I could go on without it, but it could be something that I'm bringing to light, and maybe it could help you guys somehow. And again, you know, even if you find it a little nasty, it's okay. I mean, when you go to like pools and like into the beach, you know, there's probably worse things in there, right? That you're in the water with. So, you know, just think about that one for a little bit, and see how that goes. But you know, those are some things that have helped me so far, guys, and some things that I do throughout the you know, the journey I'm learning is still kind of new to me, and I feel this might be, you know, a long journey that I have to deal with the rest of my life. You know, who knows? Hopefully not. But again, I am taking care of myself pretty well. I also eat pretty well, as you guys see on my YouTube channel, and take care of my diets as well. So make sure you take care of your gut. That's very important. There's a correlation with your gut and your prostate. So keep that in mind. You know, and keep doing your research, and talk to your doctor if you have any questions. You know, especially if it's something that you're gonna take any supplements, and of course medications. I would hope they will prescribe them to you guys. In any case, so thank you guys for watching. You know, it's hot here, man. Listen, it took me a minute to make this video. It is hot, my guys. It is hot. I'm telling you. I'm about to go in, get some food, and just vibe out. So hey, see you guys on the next one. Peace and love, baby.